Hey guys, welcome to Tropical Flower Gardening. I'm Dr. Manisha. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a variety of jasmine called Jasminum multiflorum, which is also called star jasmine, downy jasmine, winter jasmine. Locally, this plant is called Kund Kunda or Kagda. This is an evergreen perennial vine or vine-like shrub which is native to India and Southeast Asia. It's a fast-growing vine and it flowers throughout the year and it gets beautiful fragrant white color flowers. The other varieties of jasmine plants which are seen in India, they flower mainly in the warm summer months. So plants like mogra, juhi, chameli, you'll see they flower mainly in the warm summer months. But the variety of jasmine which is being shown in today's video, the Jasminum multiflorum variety, flowers throughout the year, including winter season also, and therefore it is called winter jasmine because the main flowering season is in winter. It gets clusters of fragrant white star-like flowers at the tips and along the stems. The flowers are white in color and they have about 7, 8 or even 9 petals, and the flowers are very fragrant. Even the buds of this plant, buds of this flower are reddish pink in color. You can see in this clip the buds are reddish pink in color. The leaves of this plant are ovate and they are rounded at the base. Now in the next clip, this particular clip is not from my garden. This clip is from Kund vine which is growing in my neighbor's garden. Take a closer look at the flowers and the buds. The flowers and the buds both are white in color, and the flowers have very little fragrance. They are very mildly fragrant, and the buds of this plant which is from my neighbor's garden are white in color. They do not have any reddish pink hue. So as per the website Flowers of India, the flowers of Kund do not have any fragrance. So this from this particular wine from my neighbor's garden, they don't have, there are no there's no fragrance to it. But now this plant is from my garden, and you see the buds have a pinkish red color. So the buds have pinkish red, and the flowers are also very fragrant. And even though as I'm filming it there are not many flowers, but the flowers are so fragrant that I'm getting lots of scent and a lot of fragrance from this plant. So it looks like I'm growing a fragrant variety of Kund. And this plant needs can you can grow it in full sunlight as well as in partial sunlight. However, if you're growing it in partial sunlight, make sure it gets at least 2 to 3 hours of sunlight for it to flower. And it needs a well draining and a rich and a fertile soil, and you also need to water this plant regularly. Also make sure to fertilize this plant regularly with any locally available organic fertilizer. You can use a cow dung manure, or you can use a vermicompost. You can even use homemade compost or neem cake powder or mustard cake fertilizer. You can use bone meal, or you can also use any liquid fertilizer which you can even make at home, like banana peel fertilizer or onion peel fertilizers, because organic fertilizers will keep your plant healthy and they will also boost flowering. Also regularly prune this plant to keep it in shape, and pruning will also boost flowering. Now as the flowering season of this plant is sometime from October, November onwards, so prune it at the end of rainy season. So August or September you can do pruning of this plant. So this way the buds will start appearing in October and November, and slowly from December onwards you'll see a lot of flowers, and the flowering will continue well up to March or even early April. Thereafter the flowering slowly it slows down. It doesn't completely stop. Throughout the year you will see few flowers here and there, but the main flowering season of this plant is winter, that is starting sometime maybe October or November and up to March end or even early April. And one more thing is that you also, if you can grow this plant in a container also, you can grow it as a shrub either in a container or even in a ground, and you can also grow it as a hedge. It makes a good hedge plant as well. And if you want to grow it as a vine, you can grow it over fence, you can grow it over pergola or any other similar structure. And propagation of this plant is from stem cutting. So guys, this plant makes a fragrant and a very attractive addition to your garden. So with that we come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video useful and informative. Please post your comments, like and share this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care and happy gardening.